abandoned and lost. From the dark, cold streets of the city to a cage in the local shelter, to heaven, your lap.
Hey, how's it going?
Sir, are you okay?
What? Oh, this? It's probably nothing. I'm sure it'll go away.
Go away? But, sir, that can't be good.
No, it's cool, really.
Do you want a napkin or something?
Everything's fine. Thanks.
You wouldn't ignore this, so why ignore the signs of a stroke? At the first warning signs, call 911 immediately, because time lost is brain lost.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of Janet's Kitchen. I'm Janet and this is Anna. Today, I'm going to be showing you folks at home and Anna here how to make a stuffed crust pepper pizza. Are you ready, Anna?
Yep.
So let's get started. Before we get started, we must have clean hands. So go ahead and you can clean your hands first and I'll clean second.
You remember the headlines: spinach recalled because of E. coli contamination. Taco Bell's closed in several states. It seems problems with food making us sick are becoming more frequent all of a sudden. Has anything changed to make us more vulnerable? While food poisoning has always been a problem, in the past its effects were usually localized. Bad potato salad made people at a picnic sick, or a cook with dirty hands meant the customers at the local diner became ill. But with fast food franchising and large-scale food processing plants, a problem in one location can easily spread across the country. And that's usually when we hear about it, when it makes news. Contamination from bacteria or spoiled or undercooked food makes people sick every day. With more than 500,000 restaurants, 175,000 institutional facilities, and 138,000 retail grocery stores in the U.S., there are plenty of opportunities for food to become contaminated and make us sick. And it does. Estimates vary, but food poisoning is believed to kill as many as 9,000 people in the U.S. each year and make tens of millions more sick. Mark Huffman, ConsumerAffairs.com.
So are we going to mix the yeast in a small bowl first?
Yes, you're right. 2 teaspoons of sugar.
Hey guys, this is my teenage friend Fred.
Rad! Hey pal, you want to pay attention to the road?
Relax, man, I got it.
Look, my man, if your bad driving gets me killed, you better hope you die too, or I will haunt you silly. And I'm not just gonna float over your bed like, woo! I'm gonna be making a more annoying noise, like, ah! And instead of wearing those long white robes, I think I'll wear something more form-fitting and upsetting. The other ghosts will look and be like, wow, we've never seen that before.
The magical thing about using energy wisely is that anyone can do it. Use energy-saving light bulbs, Energy Smart Power Strips, and turn off computers and game systems when not in use. Get together and make a difference. Learn what you can do at energy.gov/tink.
So now we're going to add a half cup of warm water. That looks about halfway there. Yes. Okay. Wait. No. Okay, there we go. There's a half cup to 2 teaspoons of sugar. And now we're going to add 2 packs of dry yeast. So now we'll mix that up with a fork. Alright, so go ahead, mix it up for me. Mix it for about 5 minutes.
Hi, I'm Shawn Johnson of the 2008 U.S. Gymnastics team. I'm here with our friends from VeggieTales to say, be a player, get up and play an hour a day.
Now that's something to flip for.
Well done! For fun ways to get healthy, visit www.smallstep.gov.
I'm going to add 4 cups of flour. Yes, you are correct. 4 cups of flour. And if we have to after mixing, and if the dough is too soft, we can add just a little bit more flour. The flour is not as big a deal as the other things. 2. Half of a 3. 3. 4. 4 unpacked level scoops of flour. And then we're going to do 1 teaspoon of salt. So let's just do that. There we go. Now we have to put 1 cup of warm water and a 1/4 cup of olive oil. So this looks about 1 cup of water. And, oh, thank you. You're welcome. And a 1/4 cup of olive oil. I've got it. Thank you. Maybe I don't. Okay, here we go. 1/4 cup. And now we will stir with the same fork we used for that. Here, why don't you stir that, Anna? And there's a mess right here, so I will clean it up. Cleanup is very important when you're cooking, because if you don't clean up while you're cooking, like after you do each thing and then there's like a mess, like it might even be just a little mess. You gotta clean it up, because at the end a little mess turns into a big mess, because each step in the process makes a little mess. So clean it up, and in the end there's not that much to do. Then we'll add the yeast and I'd rather mix it with a fork than a whisk, because with a whisk it gets all clumped up inside of it, and with a fork it's more like it's easy to just wipe off with your fingers if you got to. You know, don't be afraid to just touch it. So we're done with this part. Let's just, you know, mix it together like this. And if we have to add more water, we will. And it looks like we should add a little more water. I'll get that.
I'm starving. What's for breakfast?
Guten Tag!
Johannes, Ross!
I bring you arts-enriched Raisinblams, fortified with increased test scores and creative problem-solving skills.
It's good!
And good for you.
Bobby? Susie?
Don't worry, that's just the power of the arts!
Feed your kids the arts. For 10 simple ways to learn how, visit AmericansForTheArts.org.
Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys are much too much. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We're going to beat them and bust them. Beat them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a dad
One more
today.
time. Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys.
If it has too much flour and it's a little too grainy, we'll add like a 1/2 cup of warm water, and we'll try that out. So I'll take my fork and I'll mix it up. Thank you. Alright, do you want to try to mix that up until all the water is absorbed by the flour? after you've added all the ingredients, if the dough is still sticky, add as much more flour as you need to get it to be just good enough to be able to knead in your hands, okay? And if it's still too sticky, add just a little bit more. Alright, so we're going to add more still because this is a little ridiculous. Hopefully that's not too much.
Enough?
Yeah, and hopefully it's not too much as well.
Each year. Those most at risk? Children.
Food poisoning is usually mild, but in some people, dehydration, kidney failure, and even death can result. Avoid feeding your children contaminated foods with these tips. Set the temperature of your refrigerator to 40 degrees Fahrenheit or below, and your freezer to 0. When you thaw frozen meats, be sure you do so in the fridge. Don't leave them out to speed the process. As you prepare foods, consider throwing away that old wooden cutting board and investing in a plastic one. That is because bacteria can get trapped in a wooden board's many grooves. Also, avoid giving your kids unpasteurized milk or fruit juices, like apple cider. And, of course, cook meat and eggs thoroughly before eating them. Red meats should reach 160 degrees, while chicken should be heated to 180 degrees. As a parent, you have plenty to worry about. These tricks help eliminate food poisoning from the list.
We're gonna powder the surface, just so that nothing sticks to it. It has to be a nice, clean surface. Don't want to be putting stuff on dirty surfaces.
Okay, I'll move this out of the way.
So, thank you. My assistant is so helpful. Alright, so now we'll just dump that right there.
Okay.
Any piece that's there, we will just put it together. And so we'll just, kneading consists of folding it different ways a few times until it is a perfect ball. Alright, so go ahead and knead this. Remember, it's folding and then smoothing out all of the cracks and then folding. Do it for about 5 minutes. And I've got myself a little trash here that I can just scoop any trash in that needs to come off the table, and I'll always have a clean space. So if you have a drawer right here, which most people do, I mean it's a counter, there's usually drawers for silverware or utensils, whatever. You just hang a bag on there, open the drawer, put a bag, close it, and then there you go. You just scoop it all in there.
So, April, you know your charger's still using energy when it's plugged into the wall, right?
Yeah, but that's not my charger. I don't even have a cell phone.
Millions of kids are using their energy wisely. What's your excuse?
Sounds like you could use some Van Gogurt. It's fortified with arch-rich nutrients to improve your math and reading skills. Catch!
Van Gogurt, thanks. So what's the deal with your ear?
Always with the ear, huh?
Feed your kids the arts. For 10 simple ways to learn how, visit AmericansForTheArts.org.
This is just about done. We're just going to make it into a ball now. So we'll just roll it around, roll it around, roll it around until it's a nice ball. Right? Okay. So now that it's a nice ball, let me wash this. And after this bowl is clean and dry, I will drizzle some olive oil
have the assistant help you with that?
Oh yeah. And I'm gonna place it gently. Okay. In the bowl. And then I'll just drizzle a little bit of olive oil on it.
Does it matter the amount, or just off
Just
hand?
a little, just offhand, just a little bit to that. And then once this gets drenched, we'll dump the rest out. I'm gonna wrap the bowl with either saran wrap or stick wrap. Both is really the same. Put it in a warm, dry place for about an hour. That way the yeast can rise. So we're just gonna stick it here in the microwave. Don't turn it on, just leave it there to be warm, no drafts, just for about an hour. So while we'll wait, we'll just clean up our mess and we'll start chopping up the toppings.
I'm afraid to open my eyes. I'm afraid yesterday was all a dream, and I'll wake up and still be in the shelter. 1, 2, 3.
Listen to Uncle Johannes. Raisinbrams make you grow up smart and successful so you can be a doctor, lawyer, handsome genius composer. Like me.
Feed your kids the arts. Visit AmericansForTheArts.org.
Alright, so we're back. So now we're going to pick out which peppers we're going to use. And we're going to wash them and cut them up. So we're going to use 1 green pepper. We're going to use about 1/4 of this orange pepper, 1/4 of this red pepper, and this whole yellow pepper here, and 1/4 of this jalapeno, which we will put on half the pizza because some people might not like spicy like we do.
Yeah.
So half the pizza will have about half of a jalapeno. So let's get to washing. Now we're washing the peppers. Go ahead, Anna, wash the peppers. Thank you. So what I said is about 1/4 of this. No, 1/4 of the red pepper, actually. Oh, thank you. Alright, so now we're just going to cut the red pepper, just 1/4. Alright, so we're going to put that there and then slice it in like this. Okay. There we go. So now we just cut this up into thin pieces, just so that it can go on the pizza. You may have to go back over and cut them a little bit thinner.
Cut them smaller?
A little thinner, yes. Okay. So now that we've chopped up all the peppers,
and left the spicy ones apart.
Yes, we left the jalapenos over there so that way we can add on only half the pizza. Now what we're going to do is we're going to chop up some paleo cheese. So I've got a little bit of paleo cheese here and I'm going to open the rest of it. This is a new pack. And if you have mozzarella string cheese, the paleo, even better because we're going to use this just for the crust. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut it like this. Go ahead and cut it like this. I'm going to give the rest of it to you. And I think we're okay. And if we need more, we'll do it in the end.
Life's funny. I never thought I'd end up at a shelter. But then again, neither did you. Life's funny.
So we're just going to take like a handful of cornmeal and put it in there. So we're just going to mix this up here with a brush. And we'll just pour a little bit on in here. There we go. Now that it's all covered, what we're going to do now is I'm going to take this and use this as a rolling pin. If you have a rolling pin, that's fantastic. And we can just take this out here.
I see how it's gotten bigger.
Yeah, it's about twice its size as we originally made it because it has the yeast and it was sitting So what we're going to do is we're going to spread this out. Go ahead, help me spread that out on that side. So now that we've got the pizza filling the whole pan, what we're going to do is we're going to make a little bit of an edge for the crust. Oops. But we're not going to actually make the crust, because what we're going to do is we're going to roll the cheese in it. Yes.
Yes,
are you excited?
Yeah. Oh.
I can't wait to have pizza. Homemade pizza is the best.
Because it's more fun.
Yeah, it is. Alright, so now that we've got this all out, what we're going to do here is we're going to
put the cheese?
Pizza seasoning, which is oregano, basil,
marjoram, and ground garlic in the pizza seasoning. Probably should try to find one like this if you can.
Or if you can't, just use those seasonings.
It still works.
Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to sprinkle it on this plate. I'm going to put a lot on here.
Are we going to roll the cheese in it?
Yes, and it smells so good. Can't wait to eat. Laughing at me?
No.
Alright, so look. What we're going to do is we're just going to roll the cheese in it.
Okay.
Alright, we're going to roll the cheese in it. Now remember, this is for the crust. This is going to be stuffed crust pizza. And it doesn't matter when you're doing the dough. Doesn't matter how much goes over the side, as long as you have enough excess dough to roll over the cheese to make a nice thick filled crust. So now that Anna here has seasoned a little bit of the cheese for me, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to roll this up just like that. There we go. And then we're going to keep going along the sides. There we go. This is going to be cheese for the pizza. No, I'm sorry. This is going to be the crust for the pizza, the stuffed crust. So now that the crust is done, we're just going to smooth it out and make it nice. If you're doing the stuffed crust, you want to make sure that you cover the cheese completely well, because when it cooks, you don't want the cheese to melt. It doesn't matter because it has cheese anyway, but if you want to have that, like when you're eating it and then all of a sudden you bite into the crust and it's filled with cheese, then make sure that the dough covers the cheese completely. So now that the crust and the dough is finished, what we're going to do is we're going to use the pasta sauce. You can buy regular marinara sauce, or you can even buy pizza sauce. Whatever you want to use is good, as long as it's tomato and not chunky. You don't want nothing chunky in there. You just want it to be smooth and creamy. That's why I'm using marinara. This is Rinaldi.
Rinaldi.
Rinaldi. Marinara. Marinara. It's a pizza pie. Alright, so now I'm just going to open it, if I can. We're trying.
Let's see.
She's going to try for me now. Oh yeah, now we're cooking in grease. So yes, right now I'm just going to pour it on there, just like that. And then we're going to use the same one. Go ahead, spread it around. Yes. Sauce could use a little more oregano.
I'm Al Puglisi from the Macomb Township Fire Corps with important fire safety tips for seniors. Most fires in a home start in the kitchen. For older adults, fires that begin while they are cooking are the third leading cause of fire death. The kitchen is a high danger zone for fire, so be extra cautious when cooking. Remember not to leave cooking food unattended. If you must leave the kitchen when you're cooking, take something with you from the kitchen, like a pot holder. That way it can act as a reminder that you have something cooking. Don't wear loose clothing when cooking. Sleeves that dangle can easily catch fire from the heating elements. Also, pay attention that towels and pot holders are not too close to stove tops, and never use a range or oven to heat your home. For other fire safety tips, contact the fire department. This message is brought to you by the United States Fire Administration, the Macomb Township Fire Department, and Macomb Township Fire Corps.
Now we're going to preheat the oven to 245 degrees. So now that that's preheating, we're going to sprinkle the marinara pizza with cheese. So this is 4 cheese Mexican to give it a little Mexican flavor, which consists of Monterey Jack, cheddar, queso quesadilla, and Alfredo cheese. And that
is Italian fried cheese.
It's Italian.
And it has mozzarella, provolone, Romano, Asiago, and Parmesan cheese.
Delish. Go ahead and start sprinkling it on with me. Don't sprinkle it all, because we gotta add some for after. Go ahead, sprinkle the peppers. We gotta make sure to spread it all out, nice and even. Make sure there gets some in the middle. I'll add the jalapenos, half the pizza. And there we go. And there's the rest of the peppers. Remember, pepper, stuffed crust pepper pizza. Now that that's done, we're gonna put a little more of the olive oil with the cornmeal on the crust. All right, it's good.
We'll fix it when he turns off the
Now we just wait 15 minutes.
Hey guys, this is my teenage friend Rachel. She's cool.
Hey. Hey, could you watch the road?
Hey, could you watch the road?
Okay. All right, well, if we die in a car crash, I want to donate my eyes to my neighbor Gary. He has a boat, and he sails all around the world. I would love to see that. I don't know if he actually needs eyes, but who would turn down a free pair of eyes, right? Who's that rich?
Got my elements, so let's take this.
Presto.
Bon appetit. So let's dig in.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Cheesy. Thank you, Anna, for coming. I hope to see you again.
You will.
Thank you for coming to my kitchen. See you next week. Same time, same kitchen.